Welcome to another fun Friday here on Company Time. This week we will be playing and reviewing The Crew Mission Deep Sea. This is a cooperative trick-taking game. If we win together and we will be splitting the money. And if we lose together like the team we are. And it's all on Company Time! So we have 4 players and I need to find a card that has a 1 in the foreplay. There we go. So this is...
There's a lot of...
I will win the first trick.
I will take that.
I think the captain...
Aren't you lucky?
It's
I'm gonna
literally
Rip open the Band-Aid, Captain!
Okay.
If I have to trump this.
Clockwise.
Oh. Hang out.
Booyah!
So now from what I understand, we just keep freaking playing.
Yes.
Do I pull one of these now or what?
No.
No, you just...
We play until the
Oh wait,
cards
it's
are
the...
done. Whoever won
wins, then
yes,
starts
so
the next
do this right again.
How often do we take these cards?
Every round.
Once these are all gone, then we start it again.
And you have to keep winning, or we just
No.
play to play?
The first.
We, as a team...
I will win the first trick. That's the first trick, so nothing else matters.
Thank you. So, does it just move?
Sure. What are these for?
That is for your...
Did you not watch this video? You
I watched half of it.
Mookly.
They're practically useless.
Your sonar. You can communicate. And I think the higher the rounds, the more difficult it's going to be, so we should definitely up the level in the round.
I will, Paul. I'm going to level 2.
This sounds like a captain move.
Connor?
Oh, the captain just moved!
Our level 3 it is.
Dang, we don't even know what happened in
I got
level
level 3?
2. We can look at our cards first. I will win 2 tricks in a row. Dang, who's confident?
Alright, chat.
Alright, who be the captain?
Wow. Okay. Wait, this is where we can't talk. I will...
Well, the captain.
I go first, right?
Well, whoever's captain.
Yeah.
You can pass on it. Wait, no.
No, bro. We gotta divvy these out to people.
We divvy these out?
Yes.
Yes. So let me explain. to you.
Some people. Some people didn't watch the whole video. I'm not going to say who.
I want to point out that the very first game we reviewed, Paul had a problem with one of our teammates turning and talking into the camera. And he said to me in my room privately, we got to do something about this because that particular person was talking in the wrong camera.
And I turned around and I made it right.
I thought it was me.
Check, clip that. So, you want to look at your hand, and if you have any 9s, bro, but this is the thing, you can't tell
can't.
us
No,
what
I understand.
you don't want to...
You can't say colors. You can't say what you have.
What you could do to communicate
Is
with us,
blink
though-
twice.
No. You patchooies!
Patchouli!
So I can divvy this to whoever I want.
No.
No,
You
no,
either
no,
take it
no.
or you pass, and then
Yeah,
Garrett
you
goes.
either say pass, or you take one. Okay, Paul, 1 to 5, enjoyment.
1 to 5 enjoyment, probably 4.5.
Seriously.
Wow.
Enjoyment for what we played, I would say probably 1.5.
What are you thinking about learning curve?
As far as the learning curve, I mean, in all honesty, like you can play this with all different ages and skill levels because we went from very small amount of rounds to 32 cards that we had to get to. So I think if you were just like gradually going up, I think it is a pretty easy learning curve, and it can get very complicated to the point of where you never want to play another game in your life.
So 5 is the easiest, 1 is the hardest, as far as learning goes.
I would say 4. It was a pretty basic game to get the concept of.
Game mechanics.
I don't know. It was a little. The game was definitely disappointing to play. Game mechanics, how it functions. I would say give it a 2. It just overall the gameplay just wasn't really impressive. I will say I think if we played it further on through with more experience, because we got out on a card that that we used for the first time with counter having one down. It's like simple stuff like that, which isn't a big deal. So I think it went from like so easy to us already losing, and I think that lost a lot of that enjoyment for us. And I think if we would started somewhere in the middle, I mean the concept's pretty cool, the fact where you can continue to play and stop and start whenever, so you're like, okay, we're stuck on level 8, trying to get past her. So I get that. Once you get level 32, like that's super difficult, but I think we just kind of skipped all over. I would play it again. I know, but it would not be a game that I would play at a game night. It wouldn't be a game that I would buy. If I happen to buy it, it would be a good game to have at home if I had kids, different things like that, where it'd be fun to play that game without wasting game time with friends.
See, I thought you were gonna punish them. You didn't do your homework. Go play The Crew.
Yeah, go play The Crew right now.
Visuals.
Visuals, I mean, I would give it, the coolest thing was probably the stand-up captain. So, that was pretty cool. Connor couldn't keep his hands off it. I would say a 1.5. It was not that impressive.
So how do we lose
It
this
was
game?
5.
I have Drew Judah.
If we cannot complete the tasks, then we lose.
Oh, so it's
Is it automatically synced, or how many syncs do we get?
so is it like a
Excuse me?
Like, is it, or like mission?
lose
How many?
a
Can
card
we lose a
or
mission?
just
Can we lose a
lose
mission, or is it just you lose one mission, you're out?
Yes, you have lost.
32 missions, and you're not allowed to lose once.
Yes,
that's like me
but
at the
we can
roulette table
stop.
becoming a billionaire.
Let's make the decision right now. How many?
I say let's just stop.
It's like
So we've played 2.
You got
We at least all need to be the captain one time.
hey yo.
All right.
So we have completed this as well.
Yeah,
So it's 4 rounds. I think 4 rounds.
I'm the captain.
Fine, then we'll play Sate. 8.
Sate.
Yeah, we'll play Sate.
We're playing Sate rounds in here. I don't know. I don't put it to an accent.
Let's see that Jamaican accent again.
I don't know if I have a Jamaican accent. It only comes out when I do an Irish accent.
Okay. My enjoyment level was flat out a 1. Did not have fun with this game. It is, I think Garrett's probably going to bring up that this is euchre on steroids a little bit, and I hate euchre.
Euchre if it got hit over the head.
with a club.
I absolutely hate euchre, and the added difference to this game did not do enough for me. So enjoyment was a 1 for me. The learning curve, I read the freaking directions, had to read over several spots more than once because the directions were so confusing, watched a video, played the game, and these guys were still correcting me on how to play the game. I do not think starting off this game is easy, in my opinion. I would say that it's a freaking 2 as far as learning goes.
So you're saying round 1 was hard.
I didn't say.
We didn't
I'm
use
talking
any
about
of the
learning.
communication or anything
Learning
on round
how to
1.
play the game is confusing. I'm not talking the first round was hard. I'm talking about learning.
Continue.
Thank you, Paul. The game mechanics, again, I already mentioned that I hate euchre. This was a euchre hit over the head, as Connor and Garrett would say. This wasn't for me. So the mechanics, I've seen games like it, definitely not in the vein of a legacy game, because that is kind of what this is, with being able to go levels, which is nice to be able to increase the difficulty. That was nice. So I'm going to give the mechanics a 3. Visuals, I think, are very generic. Show that box, Paul. I think that's just generic. I mean, I've seen 100 games with that same type of artwork on it. It does not pull me in. I don't think the style is anything special about it.
You feel lost in the sea.
I do. I don't feel intrigued. I don't look at that and go, oh, there's a mystery to be solved. I need to play this game, which we didn't read. There is a storyline that goes along with the game, and I could imagine that if we did read the stories that go with each level, it might increase your enjoyment, but we skipped right over that, so I just want to point that out. So I'm going to give the visuals a 2.
Wow, that's super high for how much you just bashed it.
I'd call it puker.
Okay, Garrett, let's go with you.
Okay.
Enjoyment.
1. This is not a very fun game. Why play this when you can play euchre? There's just too much added to it for it to be really fun for me. And it was like we were trying to stifle each other, trying to talk. We couldn't talk. There was no fun. And it's just a trick game. You play for the tricks. There's no winner at the end unless everybody wins or everybody loses. And that's communism. And I hate it. So that's a 1 on me for the enjoyment.
Okay. Learning curve.
About a 2. If I didn't know euchre beforehand, this would have been really awful. And on top of that, with all the crappy mechanics of it, and just trying to get the tricks and understand how to get the tricks to work like you should, it's not going to be easy for someone just picking it up if you don't know euchre.
Game mechanics, which you kind of just touched on, maybe 1 out of 5.
The mechanics are alright, with the showing every one card that you get to show, and then the positioning of it, which I had to be reminded of every time, of what top, middle, and bottom was. Top was what? Your highest card,
your
bottom
highest,
is your lowest, and then middle is
Your only,
what?
your only card.
Gotcha. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest, but it is handy. Did we take full effect of it? Probably not. Yeah, so I give it a 1.
For mechanics. Okay, and visuals?
AI.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say AI could have made this
Yeah.
It
And it
looked
wouldn't have-
exactly like that.
and it wouldn't have changed anything?
That's fair. Except for the Scuba Steve.
Except for Scuba Steve. Can't forget Scuba Steve. What a classic guy. Classy.
You don't even got his flippers on though.
Is that the name of the captain?
Yeah, they give him boots. No, but it's everyone knows Scuba Steve. No, that's a captain.
Apparently I'm not part of the crew.
Ah! That's
Part
a
of the
good
ship,
game.
part of the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 then I'm guessing for the visuals.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
Alright, I'm just gonna get this out of the way.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, I forgot I have this card.
Yeah. That's generally what the reminders are here. Do you want a reminder?
No, I know it's there now.
Okay. Connor, enjoyment, 1 out of 5.
1.5. The only enjoyment came from actually working with each other, not the game itself.
Yeah. Okay, learning curve. What's your thoughts there, Connor?
For what it is as a game, I think it should be way simpler, so I'm gonna give that a 2.
Mechanics
Probably a 2 as well.
and visuals.
Do a 1.5 game. It looks AI generated, but at least it's not nothing.
Gotcha. For those of you who play video games, let's use it for an example, Zelda, you have the main game, but you also have all these side quests, and it isn't just in the Zelda game. I mean, most games have side quests, and they're really silly, and they generally don't move along the plot of the main game. They're just there to give it replayability. The Crew feels like it's nothing but a side quest game. It's like there's no main game, and I just want to play the main game. I don't want to play these stupid side quests. Oh, there's a girl over there, and I like her, but I'm too shy to give her this note. Can you please give her this note for me? Or, oh, all my chickens escaped. Can you please go find all my chickens that are running around the city and bring them back? And I'll give you a special prize. That's what the Crew feels like. It's nothing but side quests. And when I play side quest in my favorite video games like Zelda, it's just in the hopes that I'm going to get some kind of an item that will help the main game be more engaging in some way. But for me in The Crew, it's just side quests for the sake of side quests. And that's not fun.
I feel like I had a dream about this. I don't know what happened.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I do feel like I had a dream about this.
Oh no, not for no reason.
We don't know how many Connor needs to win.
Well, I forgot I had a card on the table, so.
That's probably not it. Bend that card a little more, please.
Which one? Sorry! I get nervous! My palms are sweaty!
It should be fine.
One of us.
Did you get yours?
No. I only clicked one because I didn't see I had the 8 on the table still.
Okay.
We're good.
Lame.
We lost no money this week.
Boo!
Okay, who would play this again? Not me. Paul,
I would play it again.
give me the reason why.
I don't think we gave it a good enough shot. I think we got frustrated super early on. And yeah, I'd be interested to see how the different levels add up as far as, I mean, 32 is ridiculous. One
It was
is
31.
31, sorry. One wasn't even worth playing. So something in the middle would be interesting to me. But some of those cards are just like so stupid.
Like if you got the win X amount on the first round, you kind of lost that right off the bat.
Yeah. So I mean, I would be more interested to see somewhere in the middle what the gameplay is like, but that's just me. Only because I really want it to be a one-player game because I made up a game based off of this game, just by what I thought the game was going to be, and then it wasn't. And I think it could be a really cool one-player game. If you're the creator of this and you want to collaborate with me, let me know and we can make it happen.
I think for it to be a trick game, there shouldn't be cards that are random. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to work together to help each other and win overall. How can you have cards where it's based off of someone's thought that no one can know?
Okay.
That I would say. I didn't even look through all the cards, but that card was just such a. If it's early on, I mean, even then, like I was going through mine, it's so difficult to have a certain number of them. But it's one of those things where if you're playing as many, just playing over and over and over, like you're not gonna get that card every time, and it's like, you know, sometimes you may get that, but it's on the rare chance. We were just like, if we lose, we're out.
Yeah.
You know, so we had a different mindset mentality with that.
I'm assuming you're never playing this.
Oh, I'm never touching it again.
Exactly.
Deck.
Oh!
He lied!
Oh, I lied. I'm a dirty liar. When a deck of cards is so cheap at the gas station, you might as well just play euchre. You can talk. You don't have to focus on euchre. This you got to put everything into. You can have fun with euchre. You can drink. It doesn't matter.
I agree. Euchre's probably the best card game known to the Midwest, if not the whole entire world. But that's just me.
That is just you.
Rude.
Okay, you would buy it, right, Paul? I'm assuming you would buy it.
I probably not.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this off of Judah for like a quarter of the price he bought it for,
Heck no.
or try to get from him for free.
No.
They're bent cards. I don't see why you wouldn't.
There's for sure at least 2 bent cards in here.
I wonder who bent them.
Paul bent them. Paul bent them.
Knowing I could get a discounted price.
No, oh, that's baloney. I bought it. It was recommended to me by my brother, who is a huge gamer. He owns over 1,000 board games, and it has fantastic reviews online. But me playing it, I didn't pick up on any of that, and I'm quite frustrated with it. And I would never purchase it knowing what I know now.
You should play it with your brother.
I'm giving it to him.
That would be interesting for you to play with your brother. He requested the game and doesn't have it.
That is correct.
Because he wanted to play it because he doesn't have it, but he didn't want to buy it himself, so he had you buy it knowing
Exactly.
that you would hate it, and you give it to him. He is a smart man.
I sent him a
Chestnut
message as soon
checkers.
as we were done. I sent him a message and I said, this game sucks, and you suck for suggesting it. And he said, well, who did you play with? And I said, my coworkers. And he said, well, there's the problem. So.
Wow, I don't know I know who your brother is, and now I don't like him even more. That's saying that I didn't like him before. Scratch that.
I bet he doesn't even like sorry.
Ooh. He's probably never even heard of euchre.
Oh.
He probably pronounces it Ukraine.
That was The Crew. Overall, we're gonna give it a 1.8 out of 5. If you wanna buy it yourself, you can click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And it was all on Company Time! Say, that was The Crew. Paul thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. The rest of us are sane. We're sane?
I'm saying, man.
Crazy.
This is so dumb.
Wowzers.
Here we go.